bro.
Nice to meet you in person, man.
Loser, he's a scumbag, he's been in jail tons of times.
We had 3 contractors supposed to show up today. Jose showed up. How much is your price for this job?
35,000.
And we should be able to save pretty much all these cabinets and repurpose them. All these cabinets we should be able to save because they're all good, solid cabinets.
And he ended up doing exactly the opposite. He actually destroyed them because he was gonna try to sell us cabinets. He's like, hey, I need $10,000 more. And I was like, your bid, if you don't remember, all materials and labor for $35,000.
When he had the first mishap was taking out the cabinets.
He basically cost us about $4,000 on that. Then he ripped off the
Vanities.
The restroom vanities. They ripped down the freaking screens.
Aluminum
All we
frames.
told him to do was rescreen them, and he took the whole thing down.
He basically wanted $15,000 more. He also ripped out a lot of electrical. And I told him, don't touch the electrical. When we let him go, I asked for the doors and he says, no, I'm keeping them. I'm gonna sell them and keep the money.
He needs to come back out here and do whatever you say to do. If he doesn't, he's gonna get a contractor complaint filed and a criminal charges filed because what he did is rip the house and steal our money.
Almost done.
We done. We done when I coming back.
Maybe you don't see me again.
You know, Jose, I knew you were a piece of shit the minute you stole the cabinets and ripped them out accidentally. And then you tried to sell us tile. And then you took down stuff in the backyard. But if you don't finish the job and you don't get the work done, you're gonna have the problem. The problem is me, and I'm coming for you.
Hey, I'm your contractor, Jose Rocha. Do you want to be the next person I scam out of $40,000?
In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through one of the biggest con men that we've run into, and we're gonna show you some of the key things that I missed, that my mentee, Joel Palacios, missed, and how this could have been avoided, and what went wrong, and how we recovered. I don't like people getting screwed over, especially myself. I've never liked other people getting screwed over. This is one of those ways that like I have learned about criminals is they hate being humiliated. First of all, when I first launched Millionaire Mentorship, which is my online coaching program, my dad had this great idea, and he was like, we are going to do an event where we give away somebody the opportunity to flip a house. We thought this would help grow my social media. We thought this would help legitimize me as somebody who's willing to go to any market, which we went to Houston, Texas, and actually teach someone who's never flipped a house how to flip a house, and we'll split the profits right down the middle with them 50-50. And so when we did that contest, I was super excited because the guy who won was an electrician. He won the contest. He was super excited. You know, one of the things that you're gonna learn in real estate is the biggest way that you're gonna get burned is by the contractor. Joel was instructed to go find all of these people, and nobody showed up, but the one guy who did show up, we had a good vibe about because he was a referral from Joel's uncle, that somebody who had done work before, price was right. We actually negotiated the price right on the screen.
How much is your price for this job?
35,000.
This guy had a camera right in front of him the whole time. So what went wrong? One of the things that I always teach people when they're brand new to flipping houses is that you always want to start with a cosmetic fixture. So we found a great deal, and we knew that we could make a good amount of money on it, and it was a cosmetic fixture that just needed some windows and the cosmetic update. The first thing that happened, the first sign that I knew that something was going wrong was my guy Joel was instructed with exactly what to do and how to carry this forward. What we had told him is like, we're not replacing cabinets, we're not doing any of that stuff.
And we should be able to save pretty much all these cabinets and repurpose them.
He kind of told me quietly, like after he was like, well, he couldn't save the cabinets. And I'm thinking to myself, couldn't save the cabinets? Those cabinets were in perfectly good shape. Like, we don't need to redo that kitchen. Here's why you don't want to ever redo a kitchen. The kitchen is already laid out perfectly. If we don't need to change anything in the kitchen and it's already got the perfect layout, we don't have to uninstall and reinstall cabinets. And then it went typical con man game. He's like, but good news, Troy, this guy, he sells cabinets. What do you fucking know? The likelihood that the guy who destroys our perfectly good cabinets is also the hero in this program where he actually sells cabinets. So right there, I told Joel, I said, listen, man, I will take this as a mistake that his guy screwed up and demoed the thing. That maybe there was a language barrier. But if anything else happens, we need to move on. Other stuff did happen. He demoed the vanities. He demoed the garage. When we walked inside the garage,
This is clean in here. He doesn't got to do anything in here.
I saw in the video how they had sheetrock up there before, and now it's just like completely gutted. So
Yeah, why did he
take that sheetrock down.
I realized he ripped out all the sheetrock out of everything. He demoed everything in the freaking house that he didn't need to demo, that he thought he was gonna get paid more money for. You're gonna see the text message that I sent him. We're dealing with this guy down there, and I roll into town and I see that he's done all this stuff. He's like, well, I need another $15,000 to finish the job. He like totally got crazy on us. At that point in time, I don't know he's a con man. I know he's a bad contractor. I go into this thing, and then I find more bad news, and I kind of lay in Joel. I'm like, dude, how could you not speak up after I told you that if this happened, you got to speak up? I think Joel just was embarrassed, right? Like, he felt like he was letting me down, which I understand, but like, you've got me in your corner for this mentorship program, or he's trusting the contractor, which is also what I think is happening. Is the contractor's playing him against me. I'm the one that doing the contest here. I'm the one that trying to give away half my money on my flip, and we would have actually made $82,000 on this flip, and we ended up whacking up like $25,000. That's how much this guy cost us. We're gonna show you the hero who saved our asses on this property. We're gonna show you the guy who screwed us. His name's Jose Rocha. He's a roach. He's a cockroach. He's the worst of the worst, and he has done this to countless people. We could have easily done a criminal search on him in Texas and could have easily had this information, but we relied on our mentee, as a referral. And this guy shows up, knows the information, brought his measuring tape, looked the part, and he was the only guy that showed up. And so what did we learn from this? Well, we just want to roast this guy so that nothing ever good happens to him again. He's been in jail tons of times. He's a loser. He's a scumbag. He's the piece of crap that you don't ever want. We want to humiliate him. We want him to feel nervous every time he's walking around, that you've never seen a bigger piece of crap in the world than Jose Rocha. Funny enough, once I put it out there, I had several people contact me that he had done the exact same thing to him. And he's continuing to rip people off. He's probably done this to hundreds of people. Well, one of the funny things is he told us that he was gonna take the doors and walk away with them. So I'm still gonna go after this guy. I'm not done with him yet. And the way you can help us out is by sharing this video with anybody that you know and humiliating this guy. Because one thing I have found out is that people that rip you off, they hate to be humiliated. And so we need to humiliate him. Maybe he can go work at Walmart's as a greeter because that's all he's good for. We found out that he did all this stuff, obviously too little too late. What mistakes do we make? Obviously, we should have researched him up in Texas, but again, he was a referral. We went on that. Joel was new. We gave him instructions and he was just embarrassed. That happens. I'm glad we didn't lose money in the deal. We still made money because we bought the property right, which is why we always buy the property right. If we buy the property right and things happen, we can come out of it okay, right? So we didn't lose money on the property. We made money. He got a nice check. It really helped him out. We could have made a lot more money. I would have been much happier whacking him a check for $40,000, making him a lot of money. But obviously I can't be there watching everything when I'm doing a contest out of town. And the cool thing is we met another great guy, Jonathan from Houston, who saved the day. And if I didn't find Jonathan, we would have been probably losing money on this deal. He really saved our asses on this deal. So we got the hero, we got the zero. What did we learn? We learned that even when we go and get a referral from someone, we should probably do a contractor background check, maybe do a criminal search on this person. When your guard's down because you got a referral from someone. And if you've been harmed by this person, make sure you contact me. We're gonna confront him when we're in Houston, Texas. We're gonna make sure that he never hurts anybody. You're gonna deal with human beings and you're gonna rely on them being good human beings. The only thing that I've always done that mitigated my risk is I keep the money in front of him. The reason that this guy didn't screw us is I kept enough money in front of him that he couldn't screw us that bad. If we had paid him so much money, he would have screwed us a lot worse. You want people who want to please you, want to do a great job, and want to earn your business and trust. When they're greedy pigs like Jose Rocha, you want to squash them, you want to take them out to pasture, you want to get rid of them, you want to crush them. So if you've ever been burned by anybody, file an attorney general's complaint, which we're doing. File every sort of complaint that you can against them. Let us know. If somebody's burned you, you want to do a video with me, and you're in the Kansas City area, or you're somewhere around where I flip, Mississippi, Kansas City, Vegas, we'll do a video with you. This is going to be a thing that we're going to continue to do, where we actually expose greedy pigs, contractors, scumbags who call themselves contractors. A lot of these guys aren't even licensed. If you're looking to invest in real estate, and if you're looking to get started so you don't get burned and you don't lose everything, because again, if I was a newbie investor, I would have been crushed. If this was Joel's first deal, he would have never done it again. That's why we teach our guys how not to get burned, how to put contracts in place. We had contracts in place with this guy. We had insurance in place with this guy. That's why we still made money, even though he damaged things. Share this video, hit the like button, share it with anybody, make comments. Let us know if you've been burned by Jose, the scumbag pig Rocha, and let me know, comment in the comments, and we'll help you out. Guys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you get started investing in real estate, and make sure you always keep the money in front of the contractor. Never give a contractor a deposit on stuff that has not been completed. Okay, we'll check on the next one. Peace.